Alright, so today, after that long ass intro talk that no one cares about, today I'm going to be showing you guys a tutorial about how to work the text chat, text box thingamajiggy, the way it looks. Not with the fonts and everything, that's its own resource, but today I'm going to be showing you guys how to change the background color to clear if you want. I'll also show you how to change the size of it, make it smaller. Also, the fade out time, so if you press T and then escape, and then it fades out so you can't see the chat anymore, the time to do that. I will go ahead and show you guys how to change that really simply. It'll be a real short tutorial. It'll only take a second, and I'll show you guys how to do it. But make sure that you guys follow this tutorial step by step, because if you do accidentally make the mistake that I have made multiple times, then you're going to have to either restart your server or get all the basic scripts again. So it's just a big pain in the butt. We don't want to have to deal with that. So I'll show you how this works. As long as you follow it, like I said, you should not have any problems. But like I said at the beginning, if you do, you can always let me know. So let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, it's a real simple tutorial. You don't even really have to use Zap hosting for this one other than to start your server. So you just go ahead and open up FileZilla. Okay, and then you're going to connect to your server. You should be able to see this. And like I've done in the last few videos, I created a FiveM test right here on the left, which just has like the scripts I'm going to be testing with for this series. So we're going to be needing that, and then we're also going to go ahead and go to our resources area. Server data, and then, we're going to go ahead and instead of like adding a resource or anything for it, we're just going to go up here to gameplay. Then there's chat theme, player name. So we're just going to go up to chat. Alright, and then under HTML, which is where we're going to go, there is a config.default.js. This one always works, and it says you're not supposed to edit it, but every time I've ever edited it, it works, and it's super simple, super easy to do, so I don't see the problem with it. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to take this, you're going to go ahead and drag it to your folder. But don't delete it off of here. If you delete it off of here, it fucks up your thing. So all you're going to do is drag it, okay? And then you're going to go ahead and go to your File Explorer, open up the same file, open up the test file, wherever you have that. This is where I have mine. And then go over here to the config.default. You're going to right-click and you're going to press Open With. You're going to do Notepad. So it says do not edit this file, like I said. Do it. Or copy it to config.js. There is not a config.js here. I don't care personally. This one works, so why the hell not do it? So basically, here you go. This stuff is this stuff. We don't really touch any of this. But right here, you have your fade timeout. This is what I was talking about. So this is the time that it times. Yep, there you go. The time that it fades out. So I'm just gonna change it to 3000 for you, just that way I can show you the difference, the faster timeout. Suggestion limit. So this is the limit of like how many it suggests under the text box, so you can change that. I'm just going to leave it at 5 because I don't need to change it. It's going to be your background RGBA. So if you're interested in making the background of it clear, it's just super simple. You'll come over here to literally you don't have to change anything here, but go to this last part, backspace, and make it a 0 instead of a 7, and that is just going to change the background to clear. And then for width and height, you can change that to whatever the hell you want. So if I wanted to make it some big ass text box, I could. We're gonna do, fuck it, we'll make a big ass text box 60, and then the height's gonna be, we'll just leave it at 22 just to see this fat ass text box. So yeah, and then we're gonna go ahead and file, save, and then you can go and exit out of these two things, because now that we've saved it, it's going to be here, and then we do not delete this. We just drag this over here, back into the folder, and then make sure it's on overwrite, and then press OK. And so what that's going to do is that's going to change your server without, because if you delete it, then it's going to read over all the scripts and go, what the fuck, we're missing something. It's going to fuck up your text box, you're not going to be able to use it. But if you drag it this way, then it's going to do an immediate change, and then the server is going to change from reading the blue background or whatever, then it's just going to be clearer, it's just going to read it as what needs to be done. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and start up my server. You guys can go ahead and do the same. If you want to test it out, go ahead and start up your server. And then I'm going to hop in, check it out, make sure it all worked, and I'll go ahead and show you guys what happened. And alrighty, so I just loaded back into the server here. And as you can see, everything looks pretty normal. But if I press T to open up the text chat, you can tell that it says McQuaney joined or connected. Yeah, it says McQuaney joined. But behind that, it is clear. And then also, if you notice, it's pretty fat. So I'm just going to go ahead and type in something here. Just be like... oh yeah, bam, fat ass text box. But it's also clear in the background, so that way you don't have to see that ugly ass blue on the side of your screen. So it's pretty nice. Now, if you're interested in anything like the changing of fonts, and then like where you actually type it in, that's still blue. There is scripts that get rid of that and change the fonts. I don't, I'm gonna have to look more into that before I make a video about it. But for now, that is pretty much that. Like I said, it's an extremely simple script, and there you go. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed being able to watch another tutorial video. Like I said at the beginning, you guys are loving it and absolutely constantly giving me positive feedback on it and saying, keep doing more. When's the next tutorial? So we'll make sure to be pumping these out for you guys. That way you guys can learn as fast as possible. And as always, if you have any questions, join the Discord and let me know. Alrighty? Have a nice night.